name is Narissa Johnson, and I am the External Communications Director for Safe Place. I'm responsible for things like the website, public relations, general marketing for the agency. Safe Place is the Travis County Sexual Assault and Domestic Violence Center. We provide services such as emergency shelter, 24-hour hotline, and counseling to survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. We also have prevention programs and programs that extend the continuum of services for survivors so that they can start to rebuild their lives. We have a community education program that speaks to the larger community about the issues of sexual assault, domestic violence, and the ways that community members can impact change around those issues in our community. We are going to start actually filming some interviews with past folks who have worked at Safe Place to talk about why they got involved with Safe Place and to tell their stories sort of from the last 35 years of what the movement has done in Austin, sort of what changes they've seen and what the agency is doing, the impact that the working for the agency has had on them. Also, hopefully, I'm trying to bring back some survivors that have gone through the services with us to sort of integrate those stories in there too, to tell the story of the agency. That's a project that's in the next year or so. To share it, we're probably going to use YouTube. I think that it would be really helpful for development to be able to use it as a companion piece for cultivation, for donors to understand sort of what we have done so that they can understand why we're moving in certain directions in the future. So I'm looking forward to that. We just completely redid the website. We are hoping that that will also make it easier for folks to give online and for them to understand really what their unrestricted dollars are doing. Our development team works with fundraising online by making sure that every campaign has an online component. They are starting to work with social media around moving people towards those campaigns in ways that are outside of our general constituent population. I'm really enjoying Facebook. The challenge being that you're only getting those messages if you've already opted in to get those messages, but it has been a really good platform to start some conversations and to share worldwide news about what's happening with sexual assault, domestic violence. Twitter has been kind of nice to push people who aren't already participating in our Facebook application towards that. The use of social media is going to allow us to raise the volume on the conversation about sexual assault and domestic violence, and specifically that they are about power and control, and that they are about one person holding power and control over another person and using sex or using violence or economic control or emotional abuse. If we as community members start talking about it, then we can actually make it possible for survivors or victims of these crimes to step forward. I think social media is a great way to start those conversations and to really encourage people to not be afraid of having the conversations.